Hey, have you ever wished you had something that someone else had, and not necessarily in a jealous kind of way? Hey, I'm H2 and you're on the F3 channel. And that's the question I want to ask you today, because I think all of us have fell in that particular trap at some point in time in our life. And so as we think about that particular question, what I want to do is offer up 3 additional questions that you should ask yourself if you've ever felt like that. The first question is, what do they know that I don't know? And that's in terms of education. So when you're thinking about, how did that other person get to where they are, you need to ask yourself, well, it's probably obvious that they know something that you don't know. And so with asking that question, the bell should be ringing in your mind that you need to know what they know, not necessarily to do the same thing that they're doing, but knowledge is key. The second question you want to ask yourself is, how can I get to where they are from where I am? And so that means you're going to have to start where you are in order to set a path, a positive path, to get to where you want to be, whether that's where they are or just somewhere in that general direction. And the third question you need to ask yourself is, are you willing to pay the price to get there? Because most of us, particularly myself, I like to have a whole lot of everything for nothing. And so I think most of us have that particular mindset that we'd rather have more for less. And in terms of personal success, that's probably not going to happen. So are you willing to pay the cost to get to where you want to be? If the answer is yes, then that's a good indication that you have the likelihood of being successful. If the answer is no, well, quit wasting your time, because you're going nowhere. So here it is, folks. Here is your F3 millionaire tip number 9, and that is to stop wasting time and start acting. So there are 3 things you're going to have to do in order to move from where you are currently to where you want to go. The first thing is, you got to decide. You got to decide today that you want more, or you want to be in a different place in your life. The second thing you got to do is prepare. That's the key, or that is typically the step that people do not want to spend time and money in. Nobody wants to prepare. But you're going to have to do some things differently in life in order to prepare yourself to move ever so closer forward to where you want to be. And then the last thing you need to do is to act. You got to stop wishing and start acting. At the end of the day, the actions you take are going to determine whether you meet your goal or not. All right? Hey, I think that'll help you. I'm H2, and I'm signing off.